Welcome back to Big Bris TV, and on this episode I'm back with another quick one with the Volantex P-51D Mustang. I'm liking this thing even more and more. I went out and flew it. Looks like I got hungry. Took it out to the beach, and the reason why I did that is because I wanted to practice my takeoffs and landing. Here we go. Using the gear, okay, and the taxiing using the steerable tail gear. See, the wind won't even let her go straight. You know, and see how it really flew. Now there's a storm imminent here in New York, and so we actually just drove through it coming back, but the winds were kicking up at a good pace over there at the beach, as you could imagine. So it wasn't smooth flying, but it did exceptionally well in my opinion. Got a loop. Gotta roll. Gotta roll. Got a loop. And let's try to land. Spring in for landing. She wants to float. I'm gonna try to bring her in for a landing toward us. Oh man, the wind, man. I was able to get in at least one decent landing. All right, Bris. Finally. Okay, now we can go home. But that was the whole thing, because I want to use this bird to practice my landings. I think with the P-39, the problem that I'm having is, you know, getting it back down from a flight. I can fly it okay, but just getting it back down, a smooth landing. So far, I haven't landed it once without breaking the gear in some form or fashion. Oh. And so I've ordered the replacement spinner and prop, and the gear actually works well, and I do have a backup set of gear. So for the mains, for the nose gear, that's still working. So far I think I've been doing pretty good with it. It's just that I get real nervous when it's time to bring that thing in for a landing, and being that I'm not used to using flaps and retracts, you know, I'm trying to get used to it. But yeah, so she is. So all the gear is fixed on it, as you can see here. we got the flaps fixed. I was able to get a mix with the flaps so that they don't go as aggressively as before. And so she's ready to go. The other thing that I really like about this plane is this 2S battery. The fact that it has a balance lead, that means you can check, you know, the status of the battery. So I've had this charging in the car using the included charger. This lights up red. So this is a USB Li, I'm guessing LiPo. And it charges pretty quickly. I mean, I think it charged up about 15-20 minutes while we were driving in the car. And then that extra prop and the other extra hardware that comes with it. I didn't need, you saw that this prop popped off a few times. It's a little damage there. Alright, here we go. That's dead. That stick, bringing it down. It's coming straight toward me. Alright, that one wasn't as good, but hey, let's go home. But these props are made a bit sturdier than the ones that come on the smaller planes. And as you can see, I did some damage here, and it didn't affect the fact that this snaps right back on. So I really like that. Tires are nice and squishy, and so she's really smooth on the takeoffs and landings, provided you could get it down. One thing I wouldn't recommend is flying this thing in good wind. And so, like I said, I'm gonna keep taking this out and flying it. If I could get a handful of landings in with it, I'm gonna take this one with me and then see if we could get this one flying and landed as well. So anyway, yeah, I'm really highly recommending this plane. There's a link in the description if you want to get it. I'm not going to recommend any garbage. This thing is flying really well, and it has really cool scale details. So if you like the video, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Best way you can support the channel is watch one of these. Big Bris. Everybody stay well, and I'll catch you on the next one.